Hey, welcome back to the Debt Sucks podcast, where we talk about money, mistakes, and how to stick it to the system without losing your mind or your last dollar. I'm Ben Matthews, your host, your friendly neighborhood bankruptcy attorney, and the guy who thinks that some debt collectors deserve a very special seat in financial hell, preferably next to the people who put pineapple on pizza and call it gourmet. Well, today we're going all in on something that has way too many people panicking, crying, and second-guessing their own sanity: debt collectors. Yeah, the folks who call you at dinner, send threatening letters, and say things like, "You better pay today or else." Well, let me tell you right now, they can be loud, they can be aggressive, and they can be scary. But they do not have unlimited power. You have rights, and you need to know them. Debt collectors, know your rights and fight back. Now, before we jump into this week's fire, a quick shout out to last week's episode. Credit cards are not your friends. If you missed it, go back and give it a listen. I called out the plastic-fueled lies we've been sold, how cashback and travel points are bait, and how minimum payments are just a treadmill to nowhere. Credit cards are sneaky little devils, and if you're not careful, they'll drag you right into the kind of debt that feeds the collection industry. And that brings us to today, the story that pissed me off. And let me tell you why I'm hot today. A sweet, kind woman living on Social Security called me this week, sobbing, like can't catch her breath, full-on panic attack. Why? Because some soulless debt collector told her she was going to jail if she didn't pay up on a debt she didn't even understand. Jail for a debt. That's not just disgusting, it's illegal, and it makes my blood boil, because this is what some collectors do. They lie, they intimidate, they scare good people into handing over money they don't owe, can't afford, or shouldn't be paying at all. So today I'm going to give you the ammo you need to shut that crap down. How debt collection works. Here's how it all starts. You fall behind on a bill, medical, credit card, phone, whatever. That company tries to collect. If they can't, they either hire a collection agency or sell your debt to someone, usually for pennies on the dollar. So that $1,200 debt, they might have bought it for $50. And now they're calling you 14 times a day, trying to squeeze every dime out of you with interest, fees, and a big old pile of shame. But here's what they don't want you to know. They still have to play by the rules. Your legal rights. Enter the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, aka the FDCPA, aka your legal shield against harassment. Here's what the debt collectors are not allowed to do. They can't call you before 8 a.m. or after 9 p.m. They can't lie and say you'll go to jail, looking at you, fear-mongering jerk. They can't harass, threaten, or yell at you. They can't call your work if you tell them not to. They can't talk to anyone else about your debt. Not your mom, not your neighbor, not your boss. And if they break these rules, you can file a complaint and sometimes even sue their shady butts. Scare tactics and how to shut them down without losing your cool. All right, let's talk scare tactics, because some of these collectors think they're starring in a straight-to-DVD legal thriller called Harass and Intimidate, Volume 7. These people are pros at psychological warfare. Their goal, get you flustered, scared, and handing over money just to make them go away. Here's some of the garbage they might throw at you and how to shut it down calmly, like the unbothered badass you are. We're going to garnish your wages. Well, not unless they've sued you, won in court, and gotten a judgment. And you'd know if that happened because you'd be served with papers. Your reply? Hey, I'm aware that wage garnishment requires a court order. If that's your plan, I'll wait for the proper legal notice. Until then, please send me everything in writing. And boom, you've just let them know you're not an easy target, and you know the law. We're sending the sheriff. Sure, Carl. Right after you ride in on a unicorn with a warrant for a late Comcast bill. Collectors can't send the sheriff to arrest you for unpaid debt. That's TV nonsense. Your reply? That sounds like a threat. And I'm recording this call. Please send me a debt validation letter so I can confirm the details in writing. Translation, I see through your BS, and now I'm documenting it. You'll go to jail if you don't pay. No, you won't. This isn't the 1800s, and you didn't rob a bank. You cannot go to jail for unpaid consumer debt. You'll reply, threatening jail time over a debt is a violation of the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. I'll be reporting this to the proper authorities and to my attorney. What did you say your name was again? And just like that, you flip the power dynamic. Your game plan: stay calm, take notes, keep receipts. Always write down what they said, when they said it, and who said it. Save voicemails and text. Take screenshots of any sketchy emails or messages, and ask for everything in writing. Do not give them access to your bank account ever. The second they realize you're calm, confident, and not scared of their empty threats, most of them will back off because they're not looking for a fight. They're looking for someone they can push around. And that person is not you. So what to do when a debt collector calls? So what should you do when one of these jackals calls you? Hey, step one, stay calm. Don't yell. Don't argue. Don't give them fuel. Just breathe and write down everything. Ask them if you can record the conversation. Step two, ask for a debt validation letter. By law, they have to send you proof in writing of the debt, including who it's from and how much. Don't send a dime until you get that. Step three, keep records. Write down the date, time, name of the person calling, what they said, and any threats they made. Paper trails save lives, people. Step four, know when to negotiate. If it's legit and you can pay something, negotiate. But don't agree to anything you can't afford, and definitely don't give them direct access to your bank account. Ever. Bonus tip. If they're being sketchy, tell them to communicate only in writing. That shuts down a lot of BS. You can hang up, and you should if they're acting a fool. Let's clear something up real quick. You are not required to sit on the phone while a debt collector disrespects your ears, your boundaries, or your sanity. If the call goes from "let's talk about this debt" to "I'm going to threaten you," repeat myself 47 times, and refuse to let you off the line like a clingy ex who just discovered your Instagram story, you can hang up. And not only can you, sometimes you should. Let's be real. Some of these collectors will try to wear you down like a toddler asking for candy in the checkout line. No matter what you say, they just keep talking. They'll repeat themselves louder, throw in some empty threats, and hope you finally snap and agree to a one-time settlement offer that drains your rent money. Listen closely. You are not being rude by ending that call. You are not being disrespectful. You are not dodging responsibility. You are protecting your peace and your time and your mental health. So when the call turns into harassment, nonsense, or the endless guilt trip, say, "This conversation is no longer productive. I'm ending this call now. Please send any further communication in writing." Click. And have a nice day on the end if it makes you feel better, but end the damn call. That's it. You don't owe them a dramatic monologue. You don't need to win the conversation. This isn't a courtroom. It's a phone call with someone trying to rattle your cage and cash your paycheck. If they call back 10 minutes later with the same energy, don't answer. Block the number. Send them to voicemail purgatory because your time is valuable. Your peace of mind is priceless. And someone weaponizing guilt and intimidation against you, they don't deserve a second more of either. Look, dealing with debt collectors sucks. But if you've got your facts straight, your rights locked down, and a little attitude left in the tank, sometimes you can have a little fun with it. Here's how. The collector: "We need a payment today, or we're going to garnish your wages." You. That's adorable. Did you file a lawsuit and get a judgment while I was sleeping? No. Then maybe slow your roll, Captain Collection. The collector: "You could be arrested for not paying this debt." You. Wow. So we're doing 1800s cosplay now? Fun. I'll be Marie Antoinette. You be full of crap. The truth is, you've got rights. They can't threaten jail, they can't lie, and you absolutely can hang up if they get nasty, repetitive, or just straight up disrespectful. This isn't a hostage negotiation. You owe money, not your dignity. Listener question. Ben, a collector keeps calling me from a blocked number, and when I finally answered, they wouldn't even tell me who they were collecting for until I verified my identity. Is that normal? It felt sketchy, but I didn't want to get into trouble. Oh man, yeah, that's sketchy as hell. All right. And good on you for trusting your gut. Here's the deal. You are not required to verify anything over the phone with someone who won't even tell you who they are. If a collector calls and demands your name, address, social security number, blood type, favorite sandwich, but won't say who they're representing or what the debt is for, that's not just shady. It's a red flag dipped in glitter and screaming, don't engage. Here's what you say instead. I don't discuss personal information over the phone. Please send me a debt validation letter in writing. Then hang up. No apologies, no guilt, just facts and boundaries. They are required by law to send you written confirmation of the debt if you request it. If they don't, either they're full of it or they're hoping you don't know your rights. Either way, you're smarter than that, and you handled it exactly right.
Hey, let's get real for a sec. The Debt Sucks plan, it's awesome. It works, but not everyone has the time or the patience to chip away at their financial Mount Everest. Maybe you're drowning right now, like creditors calling your grandma, paycheck gone before it lands, sleepless nights count of drowning. Sound familiar? Listen, you don't have to white-knuckle your way through this alone. Instead of spending years battling debt $1 at a time, I've got you. Bankruptcy isn't a failure, it's a fresh start. And sometimes hitting reset is the smartest thing you can do. At my law firm here in South Carolina, we take the time to listen to your story and help you figure out if bankruptcy is the right choice for you. No pressure, no judgment, just straight answers and real solutions. And if you don't live in South Carolina, don't worry. I can connect you with a trusted attorney in your state. Wherever you are, help is closer than you think. So if you're ready to stop the stress and start fresh, visit debtsucks.info to share a little about your situation or call my office for a free consultation. Let's find your path forward together, because sometimes you don't need a plan, you need a damn lifeline. Let me be that lifeline.
Look, I know debt collection is scary. They want it to be, but you have rights and you are not powerless. You don't have to take their crap. You don't have to panic, and you sure as hell don't have to cry alone in your living room because some bully with a headset said the cops were coming. They're not. So here's what I want you to do. Like, follow, and share this episode with someone who needs it. Grab the free Debt Sucks forms at debtsucks.info. They'll help you track collector calls, send validation letters, and protect yourself with actual facts. Let's stop letting fear make financial decisions. Let's get informed. Let's get loud. Let's fight back. Until next time, debt sucks, but you've got rights, receipts, and one hell of a comeback story. And remember, adulting is hard. It's harder with debt.